Hey everyone, my name is Ryn and welcome back to my channel. So I decided to do a different video where I describe or redraw my old Sonic OCs, or one of them at least, my main one. It looks really bad and it's on the screen now so you can definitely see her. This is my old art and my old designing skills, I guess. Oh my god, it's so awful. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go over so I'm gonna redraw them, redraw her, I guess, twice. Once in like a, kind of like a true to form, like this is how, if I were to stay more true to the source material, how I would draw her. And then one, like, if this was, like, if I made a Sonic OC now. Now, that being said, the one where it's, like, true to the source material, it still isn't exactly like the original one, as you can see, because it's currently being drawn, but it's more, like, but it's still, like, all the colors are about the same, stuff like that. So I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and go over my older one. My older one looks like trash. Now, I was 11 when I made this OC. I don't even remember her name. But you can definitely tell, one, that I made her in paint, which is awful. I almost want to say that I probably used a base for this character, only because, again, I said I made her in paint, and I know that I had, at some point when I was a child, I know I had used other things than just paint. But I guess, like, I don't exactly remember what. Problems with this one, the neck looks awful. I mean, even, like, in terms of, like, a Sonic design, or if you're gonna try to, like, Sonic anatomy, like, in terms of the show and the games, they don't really have necks. But instead of just drawing no neck at all for me, because I gave her, like, this little collar thing, I just drew her with a really, really big neck, which I guess kind of makes sense now that I think about it, since they have huge freaking heads. But, I mean, even if, like, taking the heads into consideration, I still drew my character almost as if they had like a regular human body, just with like a Sonic, like if you were to just cut and paste a Sonic head onto like a regular human body, that's kind of how I drew this character, and it looks awful. So I guess I should never complain about my art again, because I've come a long way, I'd like to think. The tail like doesn't flow naturally. In fact, the tail kind of looks like a lobster hand to me. I don't know. And honestly, let's get down to probably the worst part. The colors. I used oversaturated colors for everything, maybe except for the blue. I went down to a darker blue, but for the skirt I used the reddest of the reds. For the oh god, the shoes and the shirt I used the pinkest purple of the pinkest purples, and for like the blues, like that like cyan blue, I used the bluest of the blue, the bluest of the cyan blue you can get to. And it almost hurts to look at. Not just for me being like, oh, this is my old art and it sucks and I don't, like, I'm embarrassed by it. But to actually just look at it, it just almost hurts to look at it. So I don't... I hate this piece completely, obviously, for understandable reasons I'd like to think. But other than that, like, it just... The colors are way too saturated and it just overall hurts to just even look at it. Now let's go on to... Let's start talking about the new revised version of this character that I'm drawing currently. So, I'm still probably gonna say that I still like did like a human body with like a Sonic character put like on top of this drawing, but I did try to use more like Sonic like in the Sonic universe anatomy. So like I tried to make them shorter, stuff like that. As I was drawing this, I couldn't, like, I was trying really hard to just copy and paste the design onto, like, a new version, like, onto, like, updated art, I guess, but I couldn't. It was really hard to, I swear to you. Like, as I was drawing this, I just couldn't use the reds. It was so gross, and it was, like, it hurt me so much as an artist to keep using those. So instead, I just, I redid a little bit of the dress, as you can see. I made the shirt into a dress, I kept the little sleeve thing. I kind of think that's kind of cute, in the right, like, kind of outfit. I kept that. The boots, I kind of wish were better. I didn't know what to do for boots, especially since the old ones were just, like, ugly, like, almost high top kind of shoes. I hate them. So I just made them, like, these little, like, triangle, like, high, like, knee-high boots, with a little bit of, like, a like a heel. The tail looks a lot better. I mean, like, cause, you know, I know how to, like, it looks fluffy. I mean, I think my character's supposed to be a fox, so I made her a fox. And it looks really fluffy and whatnot. The head, oh god. The head looks really good. I noticed in my last drawing or whatever that the white part, the little, like, scruffy part that are in, like Tails' like, white part of his face, was really shrunken down and very small, so it doesn't leave much room for, like, if you wanted to create an expression in a character, so I made that much bigger in my, in the piece I made now. I also noticed in my last one that I didn't give her another ear, so I went ahead and did that. She looks really weird without that other ear, and now she looks a lot better. And I also gave her, like, a whip at the top of her head. I don't know why, I just did that. I thought it was cute. But I tried to keep her hair kind of normal. In the last piece, you could see that the hair looked really off. Like, I don't know what I was going for that, but it just looked gross. But in this one, I tried to keep, like a much more natural, like, curve to hair and stuff like that, while also keeping, like, a Sonic kind of style. If you notice in a lot of Sonic, like, especially you can't really, if you're looking at Sonic X alone, you can't really take the humans, for example, because they're not, you know, little creatures. But if you're looking at just the animals in Sonic X, there's not a lot of detail in the hair. It's just kind of like, because the hair is supposed to be kind of part of their body, like, especially with characters like Sonic and Amy, their hair is their, like, quills. So instead of just, like, drawing, like, detailed hair, I just went with, like, kind of that approach, because even in Tails, who doesn't have hair, but he does have, like, little, like, bangs, it is still just, like, 3 little things, like, sticks poking out kind of thing. So I tried to just go ahead and do, like, a rounded off. So this character almost looks like they probably have more quills as opposed to anything. And I also kept her, like, little collar thing. I think I still draw this. What got me into Sonic was, this is gonna sound weird. When I was, like, 6, my dad had a girlfriend that I really, really liked. She was super nice to me. And her sister, which would have been my, like, step-aunt, I guess, she likes Sonic OCs a lot and whatnot. And I asked her to draw me one time, and this is kind of, like, the way she went. She, like, well, not this, but she drew my character with, like, a necklace kind of thing, and I loved it. I don't know why I liked it, but I loved it. So I tried to keep that, and I still think I draw that now, honestly. I think it's just kind of cute, a little, like, sentimental kind of thing. Yeah, and that's about it, honestly. Like, I just drew, like, a normal character, I'd like to think, with little updated graphics. I still tried to keep kind of, like, my old style with, like, the sparklies in it. I thought about just doing, like, a completely new, like, or not new, but just going into the Sonic style, but I like my style the way it is right now, especially with hair, so I went ahead and did it that way. Now we're gonna talk about the completely, like, updated, like, this is how I would make a Sonic OC now. If I were to base a Sonic OC off of me, I would make her blonde, obviously. She wouldn't be, like, a dark blue or whatever. Blue is my favorite color, which is probably why I made her blue to begin with. But she would definitely be, like, blonde. And I gave her the blue eyes. Not, like, my eyes are kind of like a bluish green, I guess, but I gave her blue eyes just because I like the color blue and it matched the rest of her outfit, which I made blue because, again, it's my favorite color. So, again, if I'm going to base it off of me, I think, honestly, if I were to be a character in anything, I'd probably be a cat. As much as I'd honestly want her to be a fox, because I just think the foxes in the Sonic universe are adorable, I'd probably be a cat. So I drew her to be like a cat. And in terms of the outfit, I tried to keep with something that I thought was really, really cute, but also something I could see in the Sonic universe. And I looked up a lot of references for these outfits and stuff. I looked up a lot of, like, Sonic OCs, and some of them, like, when I was a kid, I remember being, like, astounded by them, but now if I look back at some of the stuff I used to look at and be like, wow, this is amazing, it's kind of, like, meh to me. But now, like, nowadays, some people have become really creative with their Sonic OCs, because some of them are, like, freaking adorable. I love them. But, I wanted to give my character, like, so she has roller skates, and I gave her roller skates because I roller skate and I like them a lot, and I thought that would be just kind of a cute thing to give her, so I gave her roller skates. And again, I tried to keep up with the Sonic style while also maintaining the elements that I like. So for instance, I really like kind of like a moon aesthetic. I like the shape of a crescent, so I incorporated that in her outfit a little bit. I also gave her like, her hair is just basically my avatar's hair, but on a Sonic OC. Instead of like giving her a separate color, like you could tell that the hair on my character was blue, but the head of my character was black. I don't know why. And it's only the head, right? Not the rest of the body. The rest of the body's blue. But only the head was black. Instead of that, I just went with a general, like, this is the color of my character and that's the whole color. I guess maybe, like, if you were to, like, take off the outfit, the chest would have been white. But that's probably about it. Again, I made her hair about the same as, like, the way I draw hair in general, but instead of adding, like, minute details, I just drew it like if they were quills, I guess. I don't really know what to say. I didn't give her like the standard like Sonic gloves. I don't know how to like, I know how to draw them. I drew them in the last one, like in the last picture, but I don't know how to describe them. But I just gave her like regular gloves, I guess, like cuter gloves with a cuter ending. I don't know. But yeah, that's like, and I gave her, see, I incorporated the collar a little bit. I gave her like a little like bell on her collar. The collar was really more just to keep this in like a Sonic kind of style. I think Amy wears like a white kind of version of this collar, so I made my character wear it as well. But also I imagine that I put it on there because I'm still stuck in my old ways where I like to draw little collars on my characters. And then because she's a cat, I put a bell on it, and I thought that was cute. If I'm looking at it now, I probably would have given her like a like, and I drew this like a day ago, right? I probably would have given her like a bow, like that you could visibly see that's keeping her hair up. I think that would have been adorable. I really like that aesthetic in characters, the big bows. Flan would be a good example because for her bow's a headband, but whatever. I really like that kind of aesthetic in characters. And yeah, that's about it. I think I'm a lot more proud of this one. I feel like I messed up the face a little bit. I like, in terms of this face compared to the other redraw, I like the other one better. I think it's a lot more soft, whereas I think I made the eyes a little too big in this one, even though the eyes in the Sonic universe are really big. I think I made the eyes a little too big, so if I were to go back, I'd shrink them a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I can tell that I didn't shade the shoes, which I feel kind of weird about. I should have shaded them, but I mean, too late now, I guess. It just kind of happens. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Do you like either of the drawings? Or are you just proud of the progress I made of the awful old art that I did? Oh my goodness, it's so bad. I'm never gonna do something like this again. It looks so awful to look at my old art when I was 11. That's not 19, oh my goodness. That's 9 years of progress. Like, between 11-year-old me and the current drawings I did. That's 9 years of progress and 9 years of, like, looking into clothing and how they fit and everything. Oh, geez. I guess I should be proud of myself, but this is just honestly more embarrassing than anything else. But anyways, I hope you guys like this, this stuff. I tried really hard to make like authentic kind of like a Sonic OC art, and I think I did really well. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Bye!